So, meine Damen und Herren, es ist wieder soweit. Eine neue Folge Marvelrivals ist wieder da. Wer hätte es gedacht? Und ganz wichtig, lasst ein Comment und ein Like da im Laufe des Videos. Ganz wichtig, wir müssen den Algorithmus pushen, um noch mehr Leute in unsere Community zu holen. Ganz wichtig. Und nicht zu vergessen, ich bin jeden Tag live auf Twitch. Schaut auf jeden Fall vorbei. Wir sind jetzt in der Top 500 Liga. Ich würde mich sehr freuen, wenn ihr dazu stoßen würdet. Ne? Wir machen auch viele Community-Events, viele Community-Sachen und so. Kommt gerne rein, würde mich sehr freuen. Liken und abonnieren nicht vergessen und kommentieren. Super wichtig. Okay. Bin ich gespannt. Season 1.
You have been sheltered by the light for far too long.
Neue Map.
The time has come for darkness to reign. Soon your resolve will begin.
The Thing.
You'll be stretched too thin.
Ja.
There will be nowhere left to hide. And your fire will cease to burn. For no light shall survive in my empire of eternal night.
Ja. Das war's? Das war's? Das war jetzt der Trailer, oder was? Gibt's noch einen oder sowas? Das kann's doch nicht gewesen sein. Also das Einzige, was wir gesehen haben, ist, denke ich, eine neue Map. Eine neue Map, die wir gesehen haben. Die Fantastic Four kommen rein. Ja. Habe ich auch schon auf Discord gepostet. Aber ich hätte mir gewünscht, dass wir Ingame-Sachen sehen, wie die Fähigkeiten aussehen von den neuen Champs. So Heldentrailer haben oder sowas. Digga, das, was wir da gerade bekommen haben, war 1 Minute 4. Irgend so ein Trailer. Das ist jetzt was? Also das ist jetzt hier die Buffs und Debuffs.
Season 1 information for Marvelrivals has been leaked, and some of it confirms what we talked about in yesterday's video, which we'll go over. But the news that we just received might come as a shock or might upset some of you, so let's get into it. Yesterday, a content schedule for the Season 1 content and trailers that was given to content creators was leaked by a user on Reddit. And people didn't really believe this leak, but after messaging them and finding some validity, I made my video yesterday covering this schedule. And then today,
Fun Fact: Diese Leaks, Chat, diese Leaks stimmen tatsächlich zum Teil.
covering this schedule, and then today more leakers did release the same information, which definitely gives more credit to yesterday's leak and the information regarding the nerfs and buffs that we talked about, such as Hela and Hawkeye receiving a nerf, and the
Ja,
heroes
besser ist es,
receiving a
Digga.
buff will be Captain America, Venom, Storm, Wolverine, and Cloak and Dagger.
Wolverine!
And gave us a little bit more information. He said that the Captain America and Venom buff will actually be movement based, which is interesting because I don't think Captain America needs much of a movement buff. Or maybe he does? Are they gonna make him run faster, jump higher? I'm not too sure. But now we know those Vanguards are getting
Der nervt doch
buffed
jetzt schon
movement-wise.
krank.
And then the Storm, Wolverine, and Cloak and Dagger buffs are just adjustments according to XOX Leak. So this could be a whole load of things. I know people said they wanted Storm to have a faster fire rate, and people want to see Cloak and Dagger get better movement.
Hab ich irgendwas verpasst? Was
because it takes
denn?
so long to get back into the fight after
Nee, wir
dying.
gucken uns hier gerade
So we'll
Debuffs
have to
und
see.
Leaks
But
an und sowas.
XOX Leak also shared some information that might upset you, saying that we'll be getting 2 heroes at launch and then 2 more heroes during the mid-season of Season 1.
Nee! Nee! Zwei Helden am Anfang und 2 in der Mid-Season? Und die Season geht 3 Monate, ja. Die releasen die Fantastic 2, ja. Was ist das denn? Die können doch nicht 4 Leute ankündigen und dann bringen sie zum Anfang der Season 2 und zur Mitte der Season 2, wenn die Season 3 Monate geht.
This would mean that the Fantastic Four aren't all going to be dropping at the start of Season 1. Now, this is pretty upsetting news for a lot of people, I'm sure. We are going to be getting a trailer for the Fantastic Four tomorrow, so this will hopefully give us some more insight. But the 2 heroes that will be coming first look like they're going to be Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman at the very start of Season 1. This is because on the content schedule, these are the 2 heroes that had specific trailers and skin trailers that will be released. releasing
Ja,
in the
wie,
next few
das ist
days.
schon mal
So
ganz
with
gut.
Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman being the first two heroes of the Fantastic Four to be playable in Season 1, that means we'll be getting
Die zwei coolen Helden, The Thing und Human Torch, releasen sich zum Mid-Season. Auf die beiden habe ich mich am meisten gefreut. Digga, das sind doch wohl die coolsten von den beiden. Also von den Vieren. Die beiden sind doch wohl cooler als die anderen beiden. Ja, Emma Frost Fanboys, okay, aber The Thing und Human Torch, ich bitte euch.
Human Torch and the Thing halfway through Season 1 in just over a month's time. And Mr. Fantastic should be a duelist and Invisible Woman a strategist, so those are the two roles that we'll be getting at the start of Season 1. And then Human Torch will be another duelist, and the Thing will of course be a vanguard later on in Season 1. And I know people will definitely be upset about this because we've been so hyped for the Fantastic Four. A lot of people are looking forward to play the Thing.
Nein!
Fantastic Four.
Quick and continuous Punches. Oh nee, der kann schnell schlagen. Das macht man ja jetzt schon aggressiv. Thunderbolt deliver devastating punch. Einen aufgeladenen Schlag. Use the tremendous force to knock all enemies in front of you into the air. Er kann springen. Battlefield Support. Ah, nee, da wo er hinspringt, da können Teammates geheilt werden. Oder Damage Reduction bekommen. Immune to enemy knockback and other displacements effects. Der ist immun gegen... Der wird OP.
A lot of people are looking forward to play the Thing and Human
Launch forward, Fireball. Omega Fire. Ah, mit Storm und... Wird ein neues Team-Up. Der wird mal richtig übel, ja. Allerdings. Supernova. Unleash Shockwaves. Achieve damage. The enemies with range during skill activity. Flame fire. The field will transform into a fire tornado. Cool. Cool. Das hört sich ja alles sehr, 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 sehr OP an. Plus Body, hold Shift to enter as Pyro Project. Wie viele Sachen hat er hier? Flaming Meteor.
Torch, and it looks like you'll have to wait for that. Now, I did also just realize that I've never actually shared Invisible Woman's ability names in a video before. So the names of her abilities were leaked actually quite a while ago, and as you can see, the passive is called Invisible Energy, so her invisibility will be incorporated in the passive. Maybe it's sort of a recharging ability where you'll be able to go invisible for a certain amount of time, and you'll have to manage how often you're going invisible. That would make a lot of sense. Her primary weapon is psionic invisibility. That sounds like a very weird primary fire, but it's probably just some kind of psionic rays or psionic blast that she can shoot. Or maybe since she is a strategist, she actually makes her teammates invisible by shooting them. Okay, that would be pure chaos. Shooting your teammates to make them invisible might just break the game. And then the three abilities all say psychic, which is interesting because Invisible Woman isn't actually psychic. This should probably be changed to psionic, not psychic, but hey, I guess.
Es wurde doch schon geleakt, dass hier Invisible Woman nicht Support wird, oder was? Ich darf jetzt hier nichts Falsches sagen. Ich bin der Meinung, es wurde noch nicht geleakt. Es wurde geleakt, dass sie nicht Support ist.
Guess they're just code names. Now, ability 1 was called Psychic Strike, so it looks like she will have one ability that will aid in damaging. And then we have Psychic Aid, which will be some form of healing, I'd imagine. And then Psychic Vortex, which I think would be a bubble of some kind. And then we have the ultimate Psycho Field. Honestly, I have no idea what this is going to be like, but it is a strategist ult, so it will definitely help support your team. But that is what we know about Invisible Woman at the moment. And as I said, it looks like she'll be dropping at the very start of Season 1 with Mr. Fantastic. Now, going back to the Season 1 leak, XOX Leak also mentioned that the season is going to be called Eternal Night. This makes sense because we're getting the New York map, which is taken over by Dracula, as we've discussed.
Da ist es, was ich da eben gerade gesagt hatte. Dass wir eine neue Map bekommen.
That gloomy look that we saw in the
Jetzt kann ich es auch sagen, jetzt ist es geleakt.
That came out half a year ago. And there was a little bit of a description for Season 1. It said, "For no light shall survive my empire of eternal night. Can Doctor Strange, Human Torch, and the rest of the Fantastic Four defend New York from Dracula. And the reason that Doctor Strange is quoted here is because, just like you saw in the cinematic trailer...
Ja, und die Map soll Anspielung auf Blade sein wegen Dracula. Da habe ich keine Infos. Vom Grund her sieht das hier eigentlich ganz geil aus. Aber The Thing scheint mir sehr OP, aber wir gucken weiter.
Dracula was attacking the Sanctum Sanctorum, and maybe this will be part of the map, because we know the map for New York will be a hybrid and escort map, and maybe you start by defending the Sanctum Sanctorum from Dracula's wrath. So yeah, that's the whole theming of Season 1, and the Fantastic Four will be drip-fed into the game. I was really expecting all 4 to be released right off the rip, but honestly, I'm personally not that mad about it. I think playing 2 new heroes for half a season is perfectly fine, and it will...
Wie, das ist fein. Man freut sich auf alle 4 und dann darf man nur 2 erstmal spielen und dann muss man warten, bis die nächsten 2 kommen. Das ist doch nicht fein. Das ist doch voll Arsch. Ich habe voll Bock, alle zu zocken. Und jetzt muss ich warten. Ja, Marketing, aber Digga. Ich hab so Bock.
Mid-season when we get the next 2 heroes, but nothing was mentioned about Blade or Ultron. Remember, Ultron was leaked originally to release in Season 0. He was meant to be at release, but he got delayed, and that's why we thought he was coming in Season 1.
Gut, aber das ist jetzt ein schwammiges Bild, Chat. Verlasst euch nicht auf dieses Bild.
But now looking at this schedule, it seems we won't be getting Ultron in Season 1. And the same goes for Blade. There's no new information about Blade coming to the game in Season 1. Now, in my opinion, Blade should definitely be in the game in Season 1 because he makes the most sense to fight Dracula, who is literally the bad guy in Season 1. So maybe, as I have been saying, Blade will actually come to the game at the end of Season 1, ticking over into Season 2, and he'll essentially defeat Dracula or something along those lines. But I know a lot of you will be upset about not having Blade in Season 1. Now,
okay.
I might get surprised. Who knows? They might do a surprise drop at the beginning of Season 1 and give us Blade. Because if you had missed, we...
Gut, also, vom Ding her, was wir jetzt hier gesehen haben, war The Thing und Mr. Fantastic, die erstmal reinkommen. Mr. Fantastic ist dieser lange Lulatsch, der hier irgendwelche komischen Stretchy-Sachen machen kann. Und The Thing ist der Stein. Bei The Thing habe ich Angst, dass er unglaublich OP wird. Bei Mr. Fantastic habe ich jetzt nicht so das Gefühl, dass er so krank wird. Aber bei The Thing ja. So, und bei dem anderen, bei der Map, denke ich, das wird sehr geil sein. Vom Ding her cool. Ich habe einfach nur Angst, dass es verdammt OP wird. Ich bin gespannt.